Hello guys, so welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you my upgraded version of the minion build for the Necromancer. I've changed some items, some abilities. There is some stats threshold that you need to reach. This is a late game ability, so you need to be at least level 75 to let it work. 80 it's the best. For the purpose of the video, I'm gonna show you first how it works, then at the end of it I'm gonna explain what I changed, what is different. Basically what you wanna do is spam Bone Spear, refill your essence bar using a combo of pieces, let your golem smash everything, gets everything vulnerable, stay behind your pets, eat everything with Bone Spear, let your pets do the work. Most of the damage comes from your golem and from the skeletal mages, and also the vulnerability from the bone spear. We use both curses and got rid of the corpse explosion, since you don't really want to use corpse explosion on this build. You always want the bonus damage from the minion up, which you get when you summon another minion with this ability. When you're full, they summon this skeleton, this one here, and buff your minions and also heal them. Your minions gonna pretty much stay alive always when you reach the threshold of 300 minion life bonus. 400s work best, I found, for the moment, for this kind of level of difficulty, but 300 is really the minimum. Under that, your minion gets melted by some abilities like Fire Enhancement and Lightning, also Poison. But once you reach 300% of the stats here, minion life bonus, they can tank pretty much lots of damage. Plus, you're always healing them, you want to force the damage. And they don't really die, to be honest. I didn't have any issue with 300 for the moment, but I think 400 works best. So, about the combos, let's see if I can find a good pack. Okay, you want to pop both cursors, send your golem, smash everything, not like this because I missed everything. You want to pop your Army of the Dead for the bonus attack speed damage on the minion if you have the aspect. I do. And let's search for something else. Then you basically stay behind, let your minions tank the damage, do the damage, and help them do damage with the Bone Spear. As you can see, I'm getting back the essence because there is a combo between some items that works and lets you get back pretty much all the essence when you are hitting more than 3-4 targets. Sometimes it works with one on target also, depends of how lucky you are with the lucky hits. And these mob are also very annoying because they teleport behind you. As I said, most of the damage comes from your skeletal mages and for your golems, so the only big issue this build has is the suppressor affix. You have to get the skeleton mage inside the bubble to let damage, but other than that there are not so many affix that give you problems. I think the suppressor is really the worst one. The other ones are... I don't see any problem with the other ones. So, I want to find a big pack of elites if I can, but this dungeon doesn't have really good density. Just to show you some of the big damage that you can do with this build. Okay, this one will do. Okay, so you pop both curses, stay behind the minions, spam Bone Spear, use the Iron Maiden to refill up, and let your pet kill everything with the vulnerability and the damage from the Bone Spear. It is very simple, you just have to stay behind your minions. You don't really die if you do things accordingly. There is not much history with it. The only problem, I think, is the fact that you don't have an ability that tells your minion what to attack. I think we should really have some kind of kill command or something like that that helps me to tell the minion what to attack, because sometimes you need to focus certain things and you cannot. The minion pretty much attack whatever they want. So that's maybe the only issue you have with the minion build. I think as Necromancer you should have an ability that let your minion attack what you want, but we need a Blizzard to fix that or add this ability if they want to. Anyway, I'm going to the end of the video. Now I'm gonna cut the video here and I'm gonna show you what changed, something about the Paragon, and the affix for the legendary. I'm gonna show you here the minion that doesn't really die even though we fire enhancement. Once you hit the threshold of 300 minion life bonus, you can see they pretty much stay alive, they don't get that much damage, and you can just pop one skeletal priest to heal them full. Now for the abilities and the gear, I'm using the Deathless Visage in combo with this finger and this aspect, up to 10% to generate 44 essence when hitting an enemy vulnerable. This aspect from the Deathless Visage basically leaves behind a trail of a cloud of damage, and it procs this lucky hit, so you get pretty much refilled with essence most of the time when you're hitting lots of mob or even one single mob. It really helps generate essence. For these stats, these are pretty much stats that you cannot change. You cannot roll these items, so you have to stick with the stats that you drop. For the chest, I'm using the 2 additional skeletal mages. The important stats that you want here is armor, total armor, and maximum minion life. I do have some bad rolls here with physical damage and shadow damage. They're pretty much useless. I would prefer other stats, but for the moment this is what I have. For the gloves, I have Dexterity, Intelligence, Critical Strike, 4 ranks of Born Spear, and the affix imprinted is the 2 more skeletal warriors. For the legs, these one are pretty bad. I couldn't find anything better, but for the moment this will do. You want this aspect imprinted, even if this is bad rolled, but you get so much armor for this aspect. It's really mandatory, you have to have it, and with the problem with the magic resistance not working, like poison resistance, fire resistance, etc., armor is the best thing that you can have for survivability. For the boots, you really want move speed. If you can, always move speed max rolls. Damage reduction while injured is the best, one of the best stats. And if you can, armor, dodge chance is on bad. For the aspect I've imprinted here, the Blizzard for the Skeletal Mage, it's a mandatory ability, you have to have it. They freeze and chill everyone around them, so you get lots of CC, plus they do lots of damage, because this damage ticks continuously. For the weapon, I'm using the damage increase for the skeletal warriors and mage when they stay alive, since you want to keep them always alive, so this affix is always up. For the offhand, I'm using the minion attack speed. It stacks up 3 times, up to 42%. It's a nice boost of attack speed for your minions. For the rings, I already show you this one. Here, if possible, you want the maximum minion life, so you can boost the stats a lot more. This one is mandatory. It's a unique finger. You have to have this because this damage get boosted by every other ability that your minion can do. Also, it get boosted by vulnerability. So you see 15,000 here, but sometimes it's like for 80, 100,000. So you have to have this ring. For the neck, I have bone skill damage. Minion attack speed is really good. Movement speed if you can. It helps a lot. And ranks on core skill, it's pretty much useless, but I couldn't find anything better for the moment. About all the stats that you want survivability, so if you can armor, maximum life is really good, but try to get at least on 4 pieces medium maximum life, at least on 4 pieces, because that's what keeps your minion alive. For the abilities, we pretty much didn't change anything. We still have the decompose. Even if we don't use it, I have 1 point here. I'm gonna place it somewhere now. I'm gonna see. It's the same as usual. We just have the 2 courses. There is an argument here for changing the ossified sense, but for the moment I'm still going for Kalan's edit, because you pretty much want to stay behind the minions and avoid damage, so this thing is always up, or most of the time is up, and it's a very boost of attack speed for your minions since you have more than 7. For the rest is pretty much the same. For the Paragon also is pretty much the same. I didn't change anything. The glyphs are all the same. The only thing I'm gonna change here, I already made the calculation, and the points I will be left with are enough. On this page, that will be the last page, I was planning to finish the pages here, but I'm gonna add another page, which is the Bonecraft. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. So you take this board, you rotate it until, okay, in this position you will have exactly enough points to get here and get the Reinvigorate with these 2 nodes. You don't take it for the Maximus Essence, it's really useless, but I wanna take it for the 2 Essence on Kill, that becomes 4 Essence on Kill once you get all this node, because I'm pretty much sure that this will keep always full Essence. Since you have lots of things dying around you, your minion are killing stuff. The only thing I don't know is if this ability gets triggered by the minions, or if you have to kill the mobs yourself. If the minions trigger this ability, this is insane. You're gonna have always full essence, and you can spam Bone Spear, keep everything vulnerable, and pretty much have your minion eating like crazy on vulnerable enemies. It's gonna be really good. So I'm gonna try to go here and take this Paragon node here. It's the only one I'm gonna get for this page. For the rest, it's pretty much the same. I'm gonna leave you a link in the description from the last video where I did go more detailed about this Paragon page and how you should get the points, etc. So watch it if you didn't have. And for the rest, guys, I think I show everything. The last thing is okay, the Book of the Dead. We're using Reapers with the first ability because it hits very hard. This is one of the most damaging abilities for the pet. Skeletal Mage, we still use the Cold Mages with the ability that lets you get back essence where they hit, even though we use 1 less minion. And for the Iron Golem with the Golem Smash that makes everything vulnerable. You just send the golem. Basically what you do is the same. You cast both the curses on a pack, you send the golem, smash everything, start to spam Bone Spear, and your damage from Bone Spear and your minions clear everything around it. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if you need some other explanation in the comment. I will try to reach you. And thank you for watching the video, guys, and see you. Goodbye.